Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome back to yet another episode on your favorite Little Slaw YouTube channel. So, what are we going to see today? So, today we're going to see about the Lighthouse Plus Puppeteer integration for the front end UI performance testing. And I in fact, in the previous session on the Lighthouse series, I have given enough information of what a puppeteer is, and in fact the reason why we are doing this testing here is previously when I started with Lighthouse, I was testing each and every single page separately, and I was able to give the front end performance testing related metrics. But you know what, in real time what happens is we do have a set of transactions, right? Say for example, you log into the application and then you add an item to the cart and then make the payment and check out. So all these things happens, right? So the expectation here is I want to test the whole flow rather than just one page. So that's the reason we have come up to this point. And in fact, this has been asked in one of the questions as well, like what if I want to run a full flow test, a full of transactions with all the response times to test it. So that is the reason we are here with this testing. So what do we need for this? So we need three items. So three prerequisites. One is the Puppeteer, the second one is the Chrome launcher, and the third one is Lighthouse. So if we have all this, we are good to start our performance testing. And on top of that, this is a spoiler, I would say, that is, the performance testers or the engineers must have a little knowledge of how the JavaScript works, because this coding that I have created completely works on JavaScript. So anything that goes here is completely on JavaScript, and each and every step. So you don't need to worry about the correlations. And in fact, this is going to be a single user test, so you don't need to worry about the parameterizations. All you have to do is just use a single test user, and you're going to test the front end performance testing. So in case, even if you want to load, yes, so in that case, that's going to be the next level, right? Because the very first case, we should keep the small steps. So let's see the very first step of how to do a flow of testing, like a transaction flows, and how to achieve the front end, that is the UI performance testing, because that's what the most of us were expecting, and the teams are also asking. So let me start. And before I start, this is me, Yasin Shanmugam. I welcome you all to Little Slaw YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Little Slaw, and give a thumbs up if you like this video. Give more comments, because that's how we grow. Everyone grows. And if you have any questions or any feedbacks, please do add that in the comment section. So with that, I think we are good to go. And talking about the code, okay, let me take you through let me give you a walkthrough on the code. So firstly, I would need the Puppeteer. As I told you, I'm importing the Puppeteer, the tool that helps us in doing this front end UI performance testing. And then I have the Chrome launcher. Okay, in case if I want to do it in Edge, yes, I have to use the Edge launcher. And if I want to do it in Firefox, I can do it. But most of us, like 80% of users, use Chrome, so I'm using Chrome launcher here, and I'm importing the Chrome launcher here. And then our famous Lighthouse, the tool that we are using to get all the front end performance testing related metrics. And then I have declared a constant fs. And now what did I do here is I'm doing a headless slow motion Puppeteer launch. That is, I'm launching my browser, and once I launch my browser, I open my website, my page, that is the sign on form. And then in the sign on form, this is completely JavaScript, I will say. So I'm just waiting for the page to load the input box. And once it is loaded, I'm entering the username, and then I'm entering the password as well. And once I enter the password, I give an enter, which will take me to the next page. That is, so once I log in successfully, then I add a message that it is logged in successfully for my understanding. So this is the data which I'm printing to confirm that the login is working successful. So in case if something goes wrong, then I will be easily notified by that, and I know where exactly I'm failing. And then I click on the fish category. So this here is the URL for the fish category. So I'm clicking on that, and then the same way I'm adding a console.log. That's a kind of log message. And then thirdly, I do a selection of the product. I'm even printing the log as well, and then I'm adding an item to the cart, and then finally I log out. So I just wanted to test it for a few transactions. So that's the main reason behind this video. So what I did is, so this is not just, again I'm telling you, this is not just a single page transaction. So I log into the landing page, I do a login, and then I went into the login page, the home page basically, and then I add an item, the fish, and then I select the product, and then I'm adding it to the cart, and then finally I log out to make sure that there is no garbage collection that is getting generated. And finally, so after I do all this, the next action is to collect the Lighthouse separately on the final URL. So I'm collecting all the responses, and it's not just I'm going to print it, but I'm going to have a Lighthouse report.html. So this is the previously generated report, but we can get a new one as well every time when I generate. In case if I want a new one every time, I can add a different version to it, and then it will be generated. So that's what we're going to do today. So I believe you would have understand what I'm trying to do and what did I do so far. So all I did is I have I've brought in the Puppeteer, the Chrome, the Lighthouse, and everything, and then all this follows under the JavaScript course. If you see here, it's a pet store UI flows.js, and when you are ready for testing, just type in node space the file name, that's the pet store UI -flow.js, and this will start. So if you see here, it automatically started the Chrome. I'm not doing anything, I lifted my hands, so it's everything automatically that's been done. So this is mainly the JavaScript that is running the test for us. And then here you could see, okay, I think the sign-in has failed for some reason. So yeah, but anyways, the item has been added and it has been logged out properly. So this is the expectation for us. So it actually gets us all the Lighthouse related metrics and everything. And this is something which I'm trying to fix, but this is a permission denied for saving the file, but that we can ignore that. It's of no issues. And then if I open the file for you, I'll just show you what exactly has happened. So if I open it in File Explorer, yep. So the source, it's 100% performance, so everything looks good. Yeah, it's a very small application, it's a very lightweight application. And if you see here, 25 LCP, that's largest contentful paint. The first contentful paint is it has taken like +10, it is good. Then the SI, that's a speed index 0.8. The CLS, which is the cumulative layout shift, and we have discussed about all these items, like what is the cumulative layout shift, what is the largest contentful paint, what is the first contentful paint, and everything, which is good. And then if you see here, yeah, let me just expand it so I can just give you a quick introduction on this. So the first contentful paint, which you see here, 0.8 second, which marks the time at which the first text or image is painted. And then we have got the largest contentful paint, which marks the time at which the largest text or the image is painted. So if you see here, I can just show you. See, these are the pages that has been loaded during all this testing. And then we have got the total blocking time. So it shows 0 milliseconds, which is the sum of the time periods between the FCP and the time to interactive when the task length exceeds 50 milliseconds, which is expressed in milliseconds now. And then we have got the cumulative shift, which is again 0, which is, we all know that like once a page starts to load, that the layout will get to load, and then there will be a shift that's happening. So here it shows that it measures the movement of the visible elements within the viewport. And then finally the speed index, which shows how quickly the contents of a page are visually populated. In case if you have a different page that is showing, in fact we'll just try in our next video with a different application, my favorite, Pizza Hut or Domino's or something like that. I'll just try to do a testing. We'll put into testing. And then we have got the network dependency tree. Yes, so here it shows that this particular CSS file, which is taking 146 milliseconds, which is like avoiding the chaining critical request. It's good. It's good to see all these errors, the warnings, and everything. So this is how it works in terms of testing. So all you're going to do is, your first step is to create the pet store application. So all this login, now you don't need to worry about, as I told you, you don't need to worry about generating the correlation items here, because you're not going to deal with these session items here. All you're going, in case if you want to add the parameters, you're going to see that in the next video. So if you like this video, give a thumbs up and watch our previous videos in case if you want to understand what is the FCP, what is the LCP, what is the cumulative shift. And thank you so much for watching this video. So until I see you all in the next video, it's bye bye from Asan Shanmugam and your favorite Little Sala YouTube channel. Take care and bye bye.